Now then folks, how you doing? It's James JT at the movies, and I'm back today for a video that I've been promising for the last 12 months, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to get round to making it for you. I guess we've just had a really hectic 12 months with one thing and another, both on the channel and off, but here is, as promised, a tour of my Blu Ray movie collection. We've got 10 Things I Hate About You, 12 Angry Men, 16 Blocks, 1917, that's a 4K. You will see, as the title suggested, that my 4Ks and Blu-rays are mixed together because I haven't quite enough of a 4K collection for them to warrant being separated. 2012, 28 weeks later, sorry about that glare, 48 Hours, The Abyss, Ad Astra, Adjustment Bureau, Alan Partridge, Alice in Wonderland, the Alien series, Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Resurrection, versus Predator, Requiem, Prometheus, and Alien Covenant. Allied, Almost Famous, that's a German import of Amadeus. American History X, American Made, quite enjoyed that one. American Psycho, the 4K of Angel Heart, Annihilation, Apocalypse Now, and then Apocalypse Now, the final cut. So the Blu-ray of Apocalypse Now also includes the Redo cut, however you pronounce that. Somebody let me know how to pronounce that down below, please. Arbitrage, Argo, the extended edition, Assassin's Creed, that were a poor movie, that, wasn't it? ATM, Austin Powers, Avatar, the extended cut, Aviator, Awakenings, Back to the Future trilogy, Bangkok Bound, Basic Instinct, and then we've got the 4K steelbooks of the Burton Schumacher Batman, Batman Returns, Batman, obviously, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and then Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, just the standard edition ones of those. And then if we come into this next shelf here, we start with Beetlejuice, we've got The Birds, we've got Blair Witch, which is Blair Witch 3, Black Rain, Black Swan, Blood Diamond, The Blues Brothers, Body of Lies, Bone Collector, another underrated film, Boogie Nights, The Book Thief, the Bourne trilogy, Bourne Legacy, and then Jason Bourne, The Box, Boys in the Hood, Brazil, The Breakfast Club, Brooklyn's Finest, Bullet, the Butterfly Effect trilogy, which includes the theatrical cut of the first film. I've got the director's cut on DVD, and then finally on the end there, Byzantium. It's a steelbook I got in an HMV sale. So on the next shelf we have Capricorn 1, Casino, Chain Letter, The Cell 2, I've got the first one on DVD. We've got Chaplin. We've got Chasing Mavericks, Chernobyl Diaries, Chinatown, Citizen Kane, Clerks, Clockwork Orange, Closed Circuit, Close Encounters, Cloud Atlas, Cold Light of Day, Columbiana, Contact, what a film that is, I love that. Contraband, Cool Hand Luke, another absolutely fantastic film. The Counselor, that would have missed opportunity, that one. Courage Under Fire, Criminal, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Dallas Buyers Club, The Damned United, about my hometown, that, and my local football club. Dances with Wolves, Dante's Peak, Das Boot, the regular release of the Second Sight Dawn of the Dead release that they did, the Australian release of Day of the Dead on Blu-ray, Diary of the Dead on Blu-ray, I've got all the others, I think I've got Night of the Living Dead a bit further down, and the others on DVD. And then we've got The Day the Earth Was Still, the original, and then the remake, Dead Man Walking, The Debt, The Departed, Devil's Knot, Die Hards 1 through 4, and then A Good Day to Die Hard. What a flipping horrible film that was. Alice Creed, The Disappearance of Alice Creed, Disclosure, District 9, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, The Doors biopic, Dracula, Drag Me to Hell, Dread, Drive, and David Lynch's Dune. We've got Eagle Eye, and then we've got some music DVDs. We've got the Eagles Farewell 1 tour, which is a 2005 music tour the Eagles did. History of the Eagles, which is a documentary they did to commemorate their 2013 tour, where they brought back some original members for a tour. And then we've got Eagles Live at the Forum, which is where Glenn Fry's son takes over for him after he tragically passed a couple of years ago. Edge of Tomorrow, Edward Scissorhands, The Elephant Man, Eliminators, Empire of the Sun, Empire State, Enemy of the State, Enter the Dragon, Equalizer on Blu Ray, Equalizer 2 on 4K. Apologies for the shaky cam, folks, we're not in a found footage movie. Escape from New York, Escape from Pretoria, I think that's a Spanish import, is that? It's certainly a continental import, so I've put an English spine on it so I can see what it is. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, The Exorcist Extended Cut, The Experiment, Exposed, The Eye, Eyes Wide Shut, Falling Down. I got that for £1.19 on Amazon, or something silly like that. It was under £2 anyway, in that recent sale. Mental, that. Family Guy, It's a Trap, their Return of the Jedi knockoff. I quite found Fanboys to be really endearing as well. It's some Star Wars fans in the 90s trying to break into Skywalker Ranch to let their terminally ill friend see Phantom before it came out. Obviously, it's a complete work of fiction, but it's a lovely little story and a great sort of bit of satire towards Star Wars. So we continue F here with Fantastic Four, Fast and the Furious movies up to Part 5. Fast and the Furious 6, 7, 8 and Hobbs and Shaw. Obviously 9 comes out soon, doesn't it, in the cinemas. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Fertile Ground, The Absolutely Fantastic, A Few Good Men, Fifth Element that John at Mondo Chelovic Movies kindly sent me at Christmas. Nice of you, mate. The Fighter, Firefly, First Man, Flight of the Phoenix, the Jeff Goldblum version of The Fly, The Fog, the original, Forrest Gump, Fracture, that's a great little legal thriller, is that? The remake of Friday the 13th, controversial opinion, I quite liked it. Frozen, not the Disney one. Fury, Gambit, Gamer, Game of Death, The Gentleman, Guy Ritchie back on form, Geostorm, Get Carter, Ghostbusters on Blu Ray, Ghostbusters 2 on 4K because it was a £5 in the Christmas sales a couple of years ago. Girl on the Train, the David Fincher Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gladiator, Glengarry Glen Ross, another great little drama film. The Godfather original trilogy, and then the bonus features disc, and then the director's cut, the Death of Michael Corleone, Godfather Coda, Part 3, the recut, sorry. 98 Godzilla, Godzilla 2014, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I have picked up and will be showing in my June update Godzilla vs. Kong. Looking forward to watching that. Gone Baby Gone, Gone Girl, Goodfellas, Good Will Hunting, The Graduate, Gravity, The Great Escape, one of the best war films of all time, Green Zone and Greenland, and that's a 4K, is that, and it's also a Scandinavian import. In the little shelf we've got Gremlins, we've got Griff the Invisible, Grimsby, Grosse Point Blank, Halloween, that's the remake, the reboot soft sequel from 2018, then Halloween 2, that's the sequel to the remake. We've got Hancock, we've got Hannah, Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, Harry Brown, we've got the Harry Potter series, Philosopher's Stone, and then the box set with them all into, I think, Order of the Phoenix, then, Half-Blood Prince, then the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. Hatton Garden Job, Heat, Hidden Figures, a German import of The Hitcher. Now, if I'd have waited, we're getting a UK version later this year, aren't we? But I'm impatient. Hobo with a Shotgun, Honest Thief, American import, Hook on 4K, and How I Spent My Summer Vacation. We've got Howl's Moving Castle, Hummingbird, Hunter Killer, which given the cast was a bit of a disappointment, The Hustler, Ice Age 3, 4 and 5, I've got 1 and 2 on DVD, The Ides of March, The In-Betweeners 1 and 2, they're just silly British comedies, but I love them. Independence Day, and that's the director's cut. I've got number 2 on DVD, wasn't really worth the upgrade. The Informer, Inherent Vice, Inkheart, Insidious 1 and 2, In the Electric Mist, I quite liked that. It's a straight-to-DVD Tommy Lee Jones job, and yeah, I quite enjoyed that. So is the next one, actually, In the Valley of Elah. And then we've got In Time, the 2019 remake of The Invisible Man, It and It Chapter 2, The music documentary between Jack White, Jimmy Page and The Edge, It Might Get Loud. Shadow Recruit, Jack Ryan. Jaws, and then Jaws and all the sequels. Johnny English, is that Reborn? Yeah, it's Johnny English Reborn, that one, isn't it? I've got the first one on DVD and the third one on DVD, somewhere in amongst all of that lot over there. He says, well, I'm showing you the DVDs. You know what I mean, you've seen the DVD collection. But yeah, for some reason, have that one on Blu Ray. Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Jonah Hex, Journey to the Far Side of the Sun, Jumanji and Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, The Jungle Book, Kick-Ass, The Killer Inside, Killer Elite, Killing Them Softly, King Kong vs Godzilla, that's the 1963, original one that's really just not aged well, but it's still brilliant. Kingsman, Knives Out, Kong Skull Island, The Last Castle, Last Exorcism, The Last King of Scotland, Last Starfighter, Lawrence of Arabia, Le Mans 66, which I believe is Ford versus Ferrari internationally, I could be wrong. The Lethal Weapon Blu Ray series. So I've had to keep my DVDs because this is only the theatrical cuts on Blu Ray, but no director's cuts. Now, for the first two films at least, I prefer the director's cuts. So again, over in the DVDs, I still have the DVD box set because it's essentially two different cuts of the film. So I was a little bit disappointed when I bought that one, to be right honest. Life of Pi, The Limehouse Golem. I really liked that. That was a really great little sort of thriller suspense with elements of horror set in Victorian sort of era London. I really liked that. I would recommend checking that out. Limitless, The Lincoln Lawyer, a fantastic legal drama. Lion, the live-action Lion King. Lockout, Lock Up, The Lord of the Rings theatrical cuts, and then The Hobbit theatrical cuts. The Losers, Lost Boys, the Mad Max trilogy, and then Mad Max Fury Road. Malcolm X, Mamma Mia, Manchurian Candidate, the Denzel version, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., the recent remake one, and then Man on a Ledge. I really liked Man on a Ledge, really quite an underrated one. With the Iron Fists, we've got The Martian, we've got The Mask, the 4K The Matrix that I recently just picked up. We've got The Meg, Mean Streets, Midnight Express, a great film. Mimic, I've still to watch. Miller's Crossing. We've got Midway on 4K. I ended up getting that because it worked out to be cheaper than the Blu Ray when I bought it. Don't really know quite how, but it might have been a pricing error, but I wasn't complaining. Most Violent Year, Monsters. Moonrise Kingdom. Moon. The Mummy, and that's the Universal, I think it's 90th anniversary slipcover edition. Then I've got the trilogy on Blu-ray. My Name is Bruce. I got this one in Poundland. It's a 4K, and it's basically, I was going to try and pull it out, but the shelves that tight. It's basically footage from national wildlife parks in Africa, and I just thought that that'd be really cool to watch in 4K, and for a couple of quid, I'd take a gamble on it. We've got The Net. We've got Night of the Living Dead. That was the one I was saying I was looking for earlier. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, and then the complete collection, as in basically the original 1 through 7. The remake, Nightmare on Elm Street with Jackie Haley, Non-Stop, Nothing But the Truth, North by Northwest, Notorious, Number 23, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Ouija, Out of Sight, which I didn't realise is actually a sequel to Jackie Brown, very loosely, but Michael Keaton's character's the same in both films, and it sort of makes it a loose sequel. Overlord, Pacific Rim, Paddington, Pain and Gain, which is fantastic, Paranormal Activities 1, 2 and 3, Parasite, Passengers on 4K, The Patriot on 4K, Paul, Payback, the extended, unrated, all singing, all dancing cut, People vs. Larry Flint, Perfect Stranger, Pineapple Express, Pitch Perfect 3, and The Rise of the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Then got Point Break, Poseidon, the remake, Postman, the remake of Power Rangers, the Predator trilogy, and then The Predator, Predestination, one of the best time travel sci-fi movies I have ever seen, Pride and Glory, Prince of Darkness from my good friend Mike Woods, Prom Night, Prowl, Psycho, The Dolph Lundgren Punisher, Pursuit of Happiness, Queen and Slim, Quiet American, Raging Bull, The Raid 2, Rampage, The Raven, Ready Player One, one of my favourite recent sort of pop culture sci-fi movies, Red Light, which was shit, I need to get that moved on actually, and then Resident Evil Afterlife. I've got the first few on DVD. Got Resident Evil Retribution, Resident Evil The Final Chapter on 4K, Return to the House on Haunted Hill, Requiem for a Dream, Ricky and the Flash, Righteous Kill, Rings, Rio 1 and 2, Rising Sun with Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery, quite like that one, The Right, the original RoboCop trilogy, the RoboCop remake. Oh, hi Mark! We got The Room, which I actually bought directly from Tommy Wiseau's website, and it comes inside it with like one of his headshots with like an order form on the back that you can order like signature underwear and stuff from him. It's bizarre. Rounders, Run All Night, Runner, The Ruins, and then we're into S now, Safe House, Sanctum, Saving Private Ryan, Say Anything, Scarface, The Scent of a Woman, Scream Trilogy, Scream 4, Scream of the Banshee, Scott Pilgrim, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, that's a great little B-movie is that, Sea Fever, not a bad little B-movie sci-fi either, Seconds Apart, Seven, Sexy Beast, Shark Week, Shawshank. So that one should be in my Jackie Chan collection actually, but we'll show it for you since it's here. And that's the Shinjuku incident. I do hope I pronounced that right. I'm not really up on my my Chinese pronunciation, unfortunately. Shrooms, Shut In, The Siege, Signs, Silence of the Lambs, 16 Candles, Skeleton Key, Skyscraper, Slumdog Millionaire, Small Soldiers, Smokey and the Bandit, just the first one, Snatch and Sonic. So we've got Soul Men, Speed, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Into the Spider-Verse, The Spirit, Split, and then I've kept Glass with it as well. I've got Unbreakable on DVD. Spotlight, Spy Kids 4, Stand By Me, Stargate Continuum, the movie, Starman, Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan Director's Cut, and then the Star Wars Complete Saga, the 2011 or 12 box set with episodes 1 through 6 in it. And then the 4K original trilogy, A New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi. We've then got Star Wars The Force Awakens on Blu Ray. I have got the 4K of that as well, but I keep it just over here in my Harrison Ford collection. But yes, so we've got Star Wars The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Enjoyed The Force Awakens, enjoyed Rise of Skywalker. Really can take or leave The Last Jedi, I'm afraid. I see what they were going for, but for me it didn't land. We've got Rogue One, which I think is the best of the Disney-era films, and then we've got Solo as well. Again, see what they were going for, but for me just didn't quite land, though it's still an enjoyable little watch for a couple of hours. Stealth, The Sting, Shine a Light, Straw Dogs, Superman the Movie on 4K, Superman the Movie, the TV cut, so that's like the 3-hour cut, and it's also got the standard version in it as well, that's obviously on the 4K there. And then I've got the Superman box set, which has got obviously Superman, Superman 2, 3, Quest for Peace and Returns, and then the various director's cuts of those films that have been released over the years as well, so it's like a 10-disc set or whatever. Pretty good little set, to be fair. Super, which has got Elliot Page and Rainn Wilson in it. We have Swamp Thing. So that should probably be with the boutique versions because it's an 88 films release, but it's here, so it's fine. The Legend of Tarzan, the recent film that they did, a couple of 3 years old. The Task. That's not a bad one. It's a little B-movie, horror movie where they're in like a prison, and it's like a reality TV show, and of course things go wrong. The Michael Bay Ninja Turtles 1 and 2, so Ninja Turtles and then Out of the Shadows. Thick as Thieves, The Thing. THX, the George Lucas director's cut. We've then got A Time to Kill, that's a European import, and then I'll just zoom in on that there. I actually just printed that little spine there and stuck it in. You can just about see that I've done that there, so that I knew what it was. I mean, obviously I would know what it was, and even though this is like a Blockbusters, it's only me and Nalas that use it, so we'd know what it is. But again, another insight into my madness. Tintin, Titanic, To Kill a Mockingbird, Tombstone, Top Cat. Actually really enjoyed that. It's dire, but I used to love the cartoons as a kid and really enjoyed that when we watched it. Total Recall on 4K. That is one of the best 4Ks I've seen personally. Others might disagree, but I was really, really chuffing impressed with the quality on that. The Total Recall remake, Steelbook, The Tourist, The Town, Toxic Avenger, The Toy Story trilogy, I'm not bothered at the moment for picking up number 4. I don't know, maybe in time, but I just feel like the trilogy did everything perfectly. I don't really need to see another one. Traitor, Train to Busan, Seoul Station. I've yet to pick up Peninsula. Train Spotting, Transcendence, the Transporter, is it Transporter Refueled, that's the remake, isn't it? Tremors, Triangle, Truman Show, 12 Monkeys, Twister, Underwater, and Underworld. Then got Unknown, Us, Van Helsing, Venom, Vice, Videodrome, Walk the Line, Wall Street, Wanted, Watchmen, Welcome to the Jungle, Whiplash, Wild Card, Wizard of Oz, Wolf of Wall Street, Wrath of the Titans 3D, Wreck-It Ralph, and then we've got the Wrong Turn series. Wrong Turn Dead End, Wrong Turn 3, 4 Bloody Beginnings, 5, 6, and then the reboot. We've then got X-Files Fight the Future, which is the X-Files movie that bridges the gaps between, I think, is it 6 and 7 or 5 and 6? One of the seasons. Folks, this is bringing back memories of the first lockdown, rolling around on the floor, getting these videos for you. We've got X-Files, I Want to Believe, the second X-Files movie. We've then got X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men 3, The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, First Class, The Wolverine, and then I think that's the extended cut of The Wolverine. We've got Days of Futures Past, and then the Rogue cut, the extended cut, and then we've got X-Men Apocalypse, Logan, Dark Phoenix, which I've still to watch, and New Mutants, which I've still to watch. Deadpool 2, I've got Deadpool on Blu Ray. Laura bought me that when we first got together, and so that is one of my most treasured and prized possessions, is that. It was one of the first little gifts that she got me, and I can't bring myself to upgrade it, even though I've upgraded the rest of them. So there you go. Triple X, Yesterday, Youth in Revolt, I love that film. Zero Theorem, Zombievers, that one needs to get absolutely binned off. What a waste of time. Zombieland and Zombieland Double Tap, and then the final one in the A to Z section is The Mask and The Legend of Zorro. So you can see here, this one is a German import, and again has these titles down the side of it. So I printed off a little one there so that I know what it is again, where it is. Well now, we're in the bottom corner, right on the floor. So right at the top here, in no particular order, we have the DCEU. Actually, no, they are in order, aren't they? They're just upside down. We've got Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League, the Joss Whedon version, Aquaman. We've then got Shazam, we've then got Birds of Prey, and then on 4K we have Wonder Woman 84, we have Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Cut, the Director's Cut on 4K, remastered, and in 4:3 to be a companion piece to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Thoroughly enjoyed Zack Snyder's Justice League. Batman vs Superman, the extended cut, is much better, but overall was a missed opportunity. Wonder Woman 84 had a great first 2 acts, but then the third act, where everyone starts getting their wishes and Cheetah comes into it, is where it lost it for me, really. Do you know, I think Shazam's probably been the best that they've done since Wonder Woman, to be fair. Aquaman wasn't too bad either, but Shazam was a real stellar piece. Let's have a look now at the MCU. We've got, obviously, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The Avengers, or Avengers Assemble as it's called here in the UK. So apparently we'd confuse it with the Steed and Peele 60s TV show. I really don't think that we would, but hey-ho. Iron Man 3, Thor, The Dark World, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, great film, Guardians, Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and Spider-Man Far From Home. Really looking forward to Black Widow soon. I've yet to sit down and watch any of the TV shows that they've been doing on Disney Plus, even though we've got the thing. I'm just useless with TV shows. I find it really hard to commit to, 6 or 7 hours of my life sort of thing with it, whereas with a film, you can put it on, it's an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you can generally get it done in one sitting. I don't know, it's just me, so I guess it's a hold-up I've got in my own little head. But there you go. So there we are, folks. That's been the tour of my Blu-ray collection. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I do hope, for those that have been waiting for it, that that it's been worth the wait. Leave me a comment down below with your thoughts. Are there any films in there that you really like? Are there any films that you think that I've got as like a glaring omission from the collection and that I should be picking up? Let me know. Let's have a natter down below in those comments. I love to chat to you all. It's great. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please think about doing so, and if you do, ring the notification bell. That way you're the first person to be notified whenever I do post a video. And above all else, folks, as I always say, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon in my next video.